This is William Brown. He's built not one, but two multi-million dollar businesses. His last one, WB Trading, made $16.4 million in revenue, which he then sold for somewhere between $2 to $9 million. His current business, Build, Grow, and Exit, is a coaching program that helps entrepreneurs scale and exit their info companies like he did. This business is making just under $600,000 a month. And the crazy thing is, his funnels are super simple. There isn't a lot of fancy stuff going on, but they are so well thought out that they perform amazingly. And I'm about to break them down for you so you can easily understand what he's doing, apply it to your own business, and make millions of dollars like him. Now, there is one major difference between his old funnel for WB Trading and his new funnel for Build, Grow, Exit. I'm going to go through his new one first, and at the end of the video, I'll explain what changed from his previous funnel, which one you should use to grow your business the fastest, and give you a clear diagram of the entire funnel so you can use it to be successful just like William Brown. Now, at a high level, there are only three pieces to his funnel. Traffic, which leads into his funnel, which goes to a sales call, and that's it. But there are a lot of nuances in each part, which you can start to see here. Throughout this video, I'll break down each part of this diagram, so at the end, it will make perfect sense. I'm going to start by breaking down the traffic and moving my way through this entire flow. So Will really just has three sources of traffic, which you can see right here: YouTube, Instagram, and email. I'll touch on all of these, but his main source of traffic, the bread and butter of his entire business, is YouTube organic. With his YouTube, there are a few things that you need to be aware of. And let me just pull up his channel. So he has about 76,000 subscribers, which is really good. This would be considered a mid-sized channel. But he only has 82 videos and he doesn't post any shorts on YouTube, but he still makes almost $600,000 a month. How does any of this make sense? Well, it's because Will doesn't rely on the quantity of viewers and subscribers. There are creators out there with millions of views on their videos who barely make $10,000 a month. Will doesn't need a lot of viewers. He just needs the right viewers. He focuses his attention on nurturing people looking for high-ticket coaching, and so it only takes a few sales to put big numbers in his bank account. This is why he doesn't post shorts on YouTube. He's focused on long-form organic content because that's how he can provide value to the viewers. He can build trust and make them sold on working with him before they even get to a sales call. And he's smart about the kinds of content he creates too. He does a mix of educational types of videos like this one here, how I built a $5 million a year coaching business in under 2 years. These kinds of videos, they give lots of value to business owners and shows his expertise. You know, that he really knows what he's talking about while also helping his viewers solve real problems. He also has personal and lifestyle videos like this one, "You'll Never Be Broke Again After Hearing My Story," or this one here, "I Left Everything Behind to Move to Dubai. Here's What I Learned." These videos give insight into his own life, his own story, which does a few things. It makes him relatable and humanizes him, making people like him. And it also shows problems and obstacles that he's overcome, which other people can also relate to and even be inspired by, making them trust him even more. And finally, he has these success story type of videos where he talks about his clients that he's helped. Like in this one, he talks about Mike Diamond, who went from a few $1,000s a month to over $200K a month. So he gives an overview of what he did to help the client, which is adding more social proof, building more trust with the audience, and leading to more booked calls and clients. Now, if we click here, He does also have a link to a separate YouTube channel just for his testimonials. You can't actually click this here, which is unfortunate, but I do have it open so we can take a look. Now, this is an entire channel for testimonials that clients have given Will. And testimonials are super important for any coaching business or any info business. You don't need to have a separate YouTube channel, but he has 48 of them here, so it makes sense for him to have a whole channel dedicated to his testimonials. And you'll see why this is important later as we go through the funnel. I also want to quickly touch on Will's Instagram strategy, because we mentioned that's another important form of his traffic. Now, this isn't his main source of traffic, but he uses it to nurture leads, especially those who don't watch a lot of YouTube. Some people prefer short form over long form, so this is great to get them into his world. Now, apart from basic stuff like having his link in his bio, he does two important things. One is that in the post section, he uses the posts to build his personal brand. So he's showing proof of success. He has his 2 Comma Club award here. He also promotes products like his book, and he's building his personal brand with things like this AI generated toy box. So in most videos, Will is holding a coffee cup, usually in the same hand as his gold Rolex, which you can see on his wrist here. And there's also, Will loves cigars. He has a copy of his book and his MacBook. So these are great examples of using Instagram to show your personality, be relatable, and build trust. Second way he uses Instagram is, if we go to the Reels, we can tell that he uses CTA Reels to drive traffic to his YouTube channel and move people through his funnel, which I'll go over in a second. So if I click on one of his videos here, you'll see here he says, comment discover, and I'll send you a new free training that'll help you get to the next level. So what happens is if you comment discover, you'll get an auto DM that has a link to a YouTube video. So he's redirecting you back to his YouTube. Now, his third traffic source isn't sexy. It's not one that people like to get super excited about, but it is very important, and that is email. So Will uses email to send even more traffic back to his YouTube channel. This is a screenshot of one of his emails. And what he does is he creates a story around one of his YouTube videos and then links people to the video back to his YouTube channel. And from the YouTube channel, he can then send people into his funnel, which again, we'll go over in a sec. Now, since he has a huge email list, this is a great way to make sure people keep consuming his content. He can nurture his leads and he can get clients from his existing email list. Now, I'm also going to show you one bonus traffic source that I didn't mention earlier, but because you made it this far into the video, you deserve to hear this. This traffic source isn't something that he uses all the time, but on special occasions, he likes to lean into it, and that is paid ads. Just last week, Will was running ads like this one here to his info to exit challenge. It started, the actual challenge started a day or two ago, so the ads stopped running. And you can actually see all the ads he's running on the Facebook ads library. So if you haven't seen that, I'll show it to you here. So if you go to the Facebook ads library, you search someone up, you can see all the ads they're running or they were currently running or were previously running. So since he stopped running these are inactive ads. But you can see that if I scroll down, he ran a burst of ads from about April 21st until May 5th, promoting his info to exit challenge. So if I keep scrolling, yeah, he updates the ad, on different days. But his challenge started on May 5th, so they ran during that time. And even though he doesn't run them often, he's really good at it, and they're very profitable for him. He said last month that he spent $9,000 on ads, and he made $60,000 back. So when he decides to use them, they work. But again, he only runs them on occasion. And so I'm omitting them from the funnel diagram that I showed you. Now, since a majority of his business relies on his YouTube channel, I want to bring your attention to the description in his YouTube videos, aka where the traffic becomes the funnel. So he has the same links in all his videos because there's only so many people that, there's only so many places that his viewers are supposed to go. The first thing in the description is the link to his main VSL. He also has it right here. And it's also down here in the pinned comment. Now, when we click on this link, we go here to his VSL booking page where hot leads have the chance to go from the funnel to the sales call. Now, a cool thing that I noticed is he actually tracks the URL video that you came from. So you can see in here 5,005 days, and that was the title of this video where we came from. And the reason he does this is so he can track what videos are actually converting, because data is very important. A lot of times the videos that get the most views don't actually convert as well, and the videos that get less views can actually lead to more sales. And that's because the videos that get less views are often bottom of funnel, so they're really targeted to your diehard viewers and help them solve really major pain points, so they become super hot leads and are actually more likely to convert. But in general, this is an amazing landing page. It's super clean, simple, and clear. So there's a clear headline. Here's how I might be able to help you. You might improve this by adding a bit about the end result or the transformation you help with, but this is quite good and simple. Other than the headline, there's just a video and a book a call button. All of these are above the fold line, which is where things get cut off under the scroll. So he does have additional information below the fold line, so as you scroll, like text and images about how he helps, as well as some testimonials at the end. Now, if you have testimonials, you should 100% put them on this page. But if not, that's okay. The three most important elements are the headline, the video, and the book a call button. One negative point I have about this page is that it's super annoying. You can't make this video full screen. So he's going through a very small document on this browser or in this video. And the only way you can really see it is if I just zoom in on my browser like this. But that's kind of like not the best way to do it. Will can get away with this though, because he has so much traffic and proof and he makes a ridiculous amount of money that it isn't a big deal for him. But for your VSL, make sure you have a control so people can switch to full screen, especially if there's something like this that you want them to be reading. Now, I've watched his whole VSL and I really just want to point out how he structured it so you can use the same structure as well. He starts off with the introduction, who am I section, and he has a link to a website where it's just his story. The link is also in his YouTube description so people can learn more about him, but this is what it looks like. He talks about his story from his mid-teens to the present in his early 30s, and all the things he's accomplished and how it led him to where he is. And his story builds relatability and trust. So people read this and they can decide if they like him, but at the very least, the story is compelling and shows that he is capable of getting results. At the end of this page, he also prompts you to follow him on Instagram because this is easy for people to do. And as we've seen, he can funnel them to his YouTube and eventually his VSL from there. There's even a pop-up that comes up on this page eventually to get you to follow him on Instagram, but it's not showing up right now. So let's go back to his VSL here. And after he has the who am I section, He has proof. People always want to see proof that you can actually help them. So he logs into his Stripe account and shows that he made £20,000 today, and whenever this was shot, and £14,000 the day before. So people can see that he is legit. After that, he talks about who he can help and who he can't help. For who he can help, he has 3 different avatars he's developed. So people can clearly see if they fall into one of these profiles. You can see the first profile here, and he scrolls through this doc on the VSL and shows the rest. You can go ahead and watch it if you like. Now, when describing each profile, he also includes, you can see down here, an example of a success story for that avatar. So this adds proof as he goes along, letting people say, hey, that sounds like me. Maybe I can be that next successful person if I work with Will. So he has those 3 avatars for people he can help. Now the next section is who he can't help, which let me just pull this up. As for who he can't help, he makes it clear that he can't help beginners. So Will is very expensive to work with. And if you're a complete beginner, he's not the right coach for you. There are other coaches like myself who work with beginners. So if you're just starting out and you want help building your business, you have to find somebody who isn't Will. He also uses this as a chance to show more authority, saying he doesn't need the money. He makes $1 million a month with both of his businesses combined, and he does this strictly because he enjoys it. So he's very selective about who he works with. The high price of his program acts as a filter, so he only gets top quality clients. Now, if he can help you, he says book a call. If he can't, he says go to his YouTube and just keep learning there. This brings him to the offer, where he has a do-it-yourself option, which is his courses done with you, his courses plus 1 coaching call a week, and then done for you, which includes everything above, but Will literally builds everything for you. He structures all your pages, writes your VSL, everything you need, he will do it for you. I can only imagine how expensive this option must be, but if you have that kind of money and you're open to spending it, I'm sure it will save you a lot of time and struggle. Finally, he does show the training content right here. And these are all the modules that you get access to. So this is meant to show people what they're actually paying for, that it's valuable, so they're convinced and they actually go ahead and book the call. And this takes us to the next step in the funnel, which is to book. Actually, let me zoom back out of this real far. So if you watch the VSL, you were interested in learning more, he prompts you to book a call. And when you click this, you're taken to the scheduling page, and you can see he only lets you book within the next 3 to 4 days. The reason he does this is he doesn't want you to book 2 weeks out, because right now you're a hot lead, and the longer you wait before the call, the more likely you'll become cold and possibly not show up to the call. So this increases his show up rate. And when you pick a time, let's say this one and this one, you're taken to this questionnaire. Again, this is one of those things that works for Will because he has so much proof and trust already built up. If you're starting out, don't do this. If you make people fill out a whole survey before they even talk to you, they're going to just click away because people hate homework. If they aren't dying to work with you, you're going to lose them here. You can still ask them for their name, their email, and phone number so that you can send them appointment reminders, but skip this big survey. And I'm not going to fill this out, but once you book in, you're actually taken to this confirmation page right here. It says, wait, you're not confirmed, watch this video. So this video just tells you you need to check your email, confirm the appointment, and add it into your calendar. The only purpose of this is to increase show up rate to the sales call. If people confirm the appointment, they're more likely to show up. After he makes sure it's in your calendar, he shares some more testimonials, getting you excited and really believing that you can do it too. He gives some examples from different niches, showing that he's helped people across all kinds of industries. So most people watching this will find something to relate to. He also has a link to his testimonial YouTube channel, which I showed earlier, so you can get even more excited for the call. After this, you take the sales call with Will or one of his closers. They decide which offer is best for you. You pay him money and hopefully become a success story and give him another testimonial. That's his entire funnel, but I did say there is one major difference between the funnel I just showed you and the one he used for his last business, WB Trading. His previous funnel had one very significant extra step. This step is crucial if you don't have a crazy amount of proof or are still in the process of building your business. In his last business, when you clicked on his YouTube, give me one sec. When you clicked on the link in the YouTube description, it didn't immediately take you to the VSL booking page. It added a step before that, which is the opt-in page. Here is an opt-in page where before you see the VSL, he collects your information. So he collects your name, your email, your phone, and your country. This step is so important. If you're starting out, you need to build your email list, and this is a fantastic way to do it. Personally, I would make the phone number optional to increase your conversion, and I wouldn't ask for country. You often can tell that by the area code anyway. But Will can get away with this, like I said before, because he has so much trust and proof, so he can ask for more stuff up front. And when you collect this information, you can email, text, or even call leads to keep them nurtured and eventually convert them into sales. The next few steps of this WB trading funnel are the same. So he has the VSL booking page right here, the scheduling page. But then on the confirmation page, he does something different that I really like. In his video, he tells them what they can expect from the call, so they're more likely to show up. He also tells them what not to do, like don't take the call from your phone or in a noisy environment. And this positions himself as the authority figure early on by already giving the prospects instructions before they even take the call. He then shows testimonials right on this page rather than taking them to a YouTube channel, which is nice, but again, not necessary. If you have them, put them in. If not, you just need the headline, the video, and the book a call button. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's okay. Here is a simple diagram, and this one is a little bit different. So this one shows everything we talked about, but it also includes that additional step of that opt-in page. So Will's main traffic source is his YouTube channel. He uses other platforms like email and Instagram to drive more traffic to YouTube. But if you're going to start somewhere, like if you're just getting started, you don't want to do everything, I would say just focus 100% of your attention on YouTube and your YouTube channel. You can then create a VSL and an opt-in page similar to what I just showed you. And once people opt in, they will go to your VSL booking page, watch your very convincing VSL, and schedule a call with you. After they schedule the call, they are sent to your thank you page where they watch your video and, they're told what to expect, what not to do, and they can also see any testimonials if you have them. After that, you just take the sales call, you deliver the results in your program, and you get testimonials. And you can even use those testimonials to make more content, similar to where Will had that video about him telling about the success story of Mike Diamond. There we go. That's how you say it. Now, if you do all of these steps well, I have no doubt that you will be making 5, 6, or even 7 figures in the near future. Now, I know that putting all of this into action can be tough, especially if you're new to all of this. So if you want to chat about how to get started, you can book a free call with me using the link in the description. We can chat about where you are, where you want to go, and I'll help you work through any immediate problems you're having on the call. And if you want to learn more about ways that you can build your funnel, check out this video I have somewhere up on the screen. It'll probably be in a card, and you can keep learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.